Every cell of your face has a clock in it. What you do in the next 7 minutes will determine whether that clock speeds forward in time or winds backward 10, 20, or even 30 years. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to reverse the biological clocks in your skin and transform tired, dull, and even sagging skin that you would never dare reveal without makeup into vibrant, smooth, tight, toned, and glowing skin that seems to grow younger in time. I'll be shattering the myths that dermatologists and the cosmetic industry have led you to believe about reversing wrinkles, naturally lifting and tightening the neck, jawline, and eyelids, balancing excessively dry, sensitive, or oily skin, banishing adult acne, and even skin disorders like eczema or rosacea, and reveal the real reason some of us experience the signs of aging sooner than other cultures. In fact, even though this might sound impossible now, after you watch this video and do what it says like thousands of ecstatic women before you, your friends, co-workers, and especially your dermatologist will be shocked at the staggering transformation your skin is about to go through. How famous personalities who can afford any beauty treatment they want have used this secret to create magazine cover looks all day long. How celebrities like Maria Bello, who used the secret to perfectly balance her oily skin. Or how Lisa Ling used it to tame her morning puffiness. How Kelly Hu used it to banish breakouts and pigmentation, or how Miranda Carr used it to become the world's highest-paid supermodel, and even how Roma Downey, who stars in Touched by an Angel, used it to soothe and nourish her dry skin, eliminate breakouts, and adult acne. I'm going to teach you the secret in just a second, but before I do, I need to talk about the big lie that's keeping you from the eternal youth you've only seen in the lucky few, and that your body is desperately trying to give you. What's the big lie keeping you from reversing the hands of time? The big lie is the idea that natural, effortlessly beautiful looks, the kind we secretly envy, like Demi Moore, who's in her 50s and still looks like she's barely past 30, or Miranda Carr, the supermodel who went to a red carpet event barefaced, without makeup, and still looked stunning, is as rare and precious as wild unicorns. And that hiding our face under a layer of foundation, primers, concealers, and moisturizers is just something we have to be chained to for the rest of our lives. The truth is, your body wants to create firm, taut, smooth, flawless, glowing, and radiant skin for the rest of your life. It is trying to. And anyone can unlock your skin's natural ability to slow down the clock, if not reverse it, by following this secret. I know this sounds hard to believe, so let me explain. If you're like most women, your relationship with your skin has been like a really bad codependent affair with a jealous and needy lover, where you never know when the next flare-up is going to happen. I don't know about you, but when I hit my teens, I had the unfortunate blessing of having an excessively oily condition. My foundation wouldn't even stay on unless I thoroughly cleaned my face, and with my condition, I developed severe cystic acne, the ugly kind that hurts when you touch it. Only after 2 rounds of Accutane and learning how to skillfully cover up my blemishes did I manage to look like a normal person. But behind that exterior, I was constantly paranoid about my breakouts, or oiliness, or blemishes. Looking back now, a lot of my life revolved around these issues. What was that old saying? A cage made of gold is still a cage? Even though I looked okay with my elaborate morning routine, cosmetic products, and treatments, I was still trapped. Sometimes, after a long day, the last thing I wanted to do was spend an hour in the bathroom getting ready for bed. And to make matters worse, in my early 30s, I started to see the beginnings of premature aging. I was too young to start having wrinkles, and my acne started to come back. After another breakout, I'd cry out in my head, why was I cursed with this? I used to envy the Hollywood starlets in their late 20s and early 30s with their mind-numbingly, mesmerizingly gorgeous freak of nature ethereal glow. Now I despise them. I've talked to dozens of women about this, and over again I see the same pattern. As soon as she hits her teens, it's like a switch goes off, hormones kick in and start to wreak havoc on their skin, and women suddenly begin a daily tightrope walk trying to look their best. And in their 30s and 40s, they see the slow, gradual hand of time starting to show itself around their eyes, under their chin, on the sides of the mouth. And with entire floors in department stores clamoring for your attention, they find it harder and more confusing to know what to do next. It's a horrible place to be. If you have excessive dryness, you're faced with an endless array of heavy, thick moisturizers, and the threat of dull complexion, crow's feet, smile lines, age spots, pigmentation, and patchiness. If you have oily skin, you have to hide under a thick layer of makeup, forced to choose certain hairstyles, and waste hours of your day just to hide the shine, or trying to explain to your significant other why you can't just go out and get the mail without putting on your makeup. And as we age, we try one product, treatment, or device after another to slow down the clock, where it seems the only choices we have involve a needle, a powerful and toxic drug, or to go under the knife. Does that sound familiar to you? Believe me, you certainly aren't alone if it does. Okay, now for the big question you've probably asked yourself again and again. Why do some women seem to have the magical ability to have dewy, radiant, permaglow looks without even trying? Like my best friend Danielle, who's the same age as me, whose face seems to defy gravity. There's no sagging, her chin line is taut, her eyelids aren't drooping at all, and her cheeks are as rosy and elastic as they were in her mid-20s. I remember the night. Once, when we were in our 20s, we went out like we usually do, and the guy at the door asked for her ID, looked at it, let her in, then took one look at me and didn't say a thing. He just let me in. He assumed I was old enough to go in. To this day, she is always asked to show ID because she still looks so young. It's like the rest of us feel like we're on an endless treadmill racing against time and gravity and getting nowhere. After talking to dozens of women, I figured out one simple fact that once you accept it, will allow you to attain beauty that is the envy of every woman. What's the secret? Okay, this is going to sound too simple for you. It certainly sounded silly to me. That is until I discovered how vast and incredibly profound it turned out to be. The reason why some women, like the stunning celebrities I mentioned earlier, or like my best friend Danielle, manage to defy their age, have clear, smooth, flawless looks no matter what their age, while so many others don't, has nothing to do with the products they put on their face, or special treatments reserved for the rich and famous, and it certainly doesn't have to do with Botox, fillers, or plastic surgery. What's the secret? As I said, it's going to sound deceptively simple, but here it is. The reason why you feel you've been left out of the genetic lottery and not looking years younger as you should be isn't because of what you're putting on your skin. It's because of what you are feeding your skin. Saying it in another way, on average, a typical American will eat 4.7 pounds of food per day, but we put only an ounce or two of skincare products on our body every day. Which do you think will have a bigger impact? If you're like 99.99% of women, you haven't been taught how to eat in a way that bends time backwards, rebuilds collagen, erases wrinkles, fine lines, blemishes, banishes stubborn breakouts, puffiness, and dark lines under the eyes. I know this may sound overly simplistic, but it's a fact. There's actually a way to feed yourself younger every day. A way to starve wrinkles, acne, and all the other skin problems out of existence, and flood skin-tightening collagen back into your neck, cheeks, eyes, lips, jawline, and forehead. There are even foods that repair sun-damaged skin, melt away age spots, and patchy, discolored skin. And let's not forget, our hair and nails are a part of our skin as well. So not only is it possible to eat your way to a facelift, your hair will suddenly reveal a glossy sheen. You'll probably have to change the shampoo and conditioner you use because you will have so much more body and thickness as well. Your nails will start to grow faster, longer, thicker, and healthier than you can remember. The only place your fake nails will go is in the trash can, never to be seen again. With every woman I helped, the story was the same. There were little things they could adjust with their food that made a whole bunch of beauty products on their dresser and in their medicine cabinet obsolete. Not only were women transforming from this to this, but they went from this to this. And there were big mistakes most women were making, without even realizing it, that caused them to age faster and faster with every meal, etching lines deeper into their appearance with each bite. Plain and simple, the big secret to natural all-day, radiant, smooth, and clear skin without a shelf full of products and an aggravating morning and get-ready-for-bed routine is to know how to feed new, healthy, young skin to the surface and starve old, dying skin cells in a way that makes you feel like you are eating a cheat meal at every meal. You see, when we are born, our body produces a lot of collagen, and collagen, as I'm sure you already know, is what makes our skin taut and youthful. Well, as we age, we simply produce less collagen, so gravity pulls harder on your cheeks, eyelids, neck, and jawline. Dry lines become permanent, we lose moisture, and wrinkles start to appear. But what most women don't realize is that your body is still creating new cells every day, And of course that includes the cells that make up every inch of your face. And they are exactly the same skin cells your body made when you were a child. You just make less of them as you grow older.